Hi there and welcome to another vlog from BCS. My name is David Shaw and today we're going to take a look at another one of the applications that has appeared in the Microsoft Office 365 portal. So let's dive in and have a look. Now, if you haven't seen our first blog, we done one a couple of weeks ago on Microsoft Forms. You can find that on our blogs and we've also posted it on various social media channels as well for BCS. You can check that one out there. Very interesting and useful tool that I suggest you taking a look at that one as well. Now, Office 365 portal contains all of the usual applications that you've got in here. So you've got your email, you've got Word, Excel, PowerPoint, SharePoint and OneDrive, all of the ones that you're commonly used to and using every single day. But we've also now got these other ones. So for example, we've got things like Newsfeed, we've got Teams, video, and Forms, as we mentioned earlier. But today, the one I want to take a little look at is this one over here called Stream. So I'm going to click on that and we're going to take a little look at this one here. So, as you can see, this is now loaded. Now, Microsoft Stream is currently an internal video repository. Now, I say internal because at this moment in time, as of the 19th of July 2017, we are only able to share videos with other people within your organization. But there are plans in the very near future to make sure that you can actually publish content into Microsoft Stream and make that available publicly to people that are not necessarily as part of your organization. But today, it's about people within the organization. There you can share video content amongst those ones. So we're going to have a little brief, take a look around and see if you think it's maybe a tool that might be useful in your organization. So this is the main page. And you've got a number of things here. The first two sort of calls to actions here is to create a channel. And if you think about how you do that in YouTube, you'd create various different channels for the different elements of your business. And you can upload a video. So the sort of the two most commonly used parts of the system are there as the call to action. It's then inviting you to invite some co-workers, other people in the organisation, to come and upload videos as well. And then you've got some of the training videos that are in here as well. So you've got one on how to do the uploads, how to find content, how to manage channels and groups, as well as embedding and sharing. Now, by all means, check those out. I'm going to give us a quick sort of 3-minute fly over of those particular things, but you get an idea. Now, you can see here, this is where I've got, it's called Trending Videos, and it's got a video that I've already uploaded this before, so I get a bit of an idea how it works, so I can talk to you guys about it. And you've got this option here where you can then sort of share your video and another call to action to upload a video. So I'm going to go across the various different options here. Now, this first one here we've got is called Browse, and there's a number of things you can do under Browse. You can browse by video. You can type in here, search for a particular one. You can then sort it by relevance, trending, publish date, views, and likes, and so on and so forth. You can also browse by channel. You can browse by people. And you can browse by groups. Now, the idea, groups is going to give you two different types of groups. You can either have a group that's already existing. So, for example, if you're using SharePoint, you've probably got a number of groups that are already existing in there, and you can then actually add a video stream to that particular group as well. So that's how the browsing section works. The next one is about you as the individual user and your stream account. So you've got access to the videos that you've uploaded, the channels that you've created. Your watch list is when you've seen pieces of content that you've, maybe other users in the organisations have uploaded that you'd like to watch. And so if I go back to the home page here and you see a particular video, you then have the ability to add to the watch list. If I was to click that, it's now added onto my watch list. If I go back to my content and click my watch list, you can now see this is the video that I've selected that I'd like to watch at a later date. And then you've obviously got any groups you've created and any followed channels. So for example, when you go into the channels, if you were to create a channel, and I would simply click the plus button, and I might call this one, so for example, sales and marketing, and you'd put a description in there, and you can also put hashtags in there, which then you can search by hashtags at a later date. And then you'd set the channel to either be company-wide, or you could have it specifically to a group. So from here, then you click that and you go into here, and you would be able to then type, looking for the different types of groups, as we mentioned earlier, that you might have within SharePoint, and you can have a channel that is specifically for that group. Or you can have it defaulted just to the company-wide that everyone can get access to. And you can add a little image into here. So once you've created that particular channel in here, you've now got this button here, which is the follow. So you might be interested in getting notified every time a new video is added into a particular channel. And that's how you do that. You click the follow button there. So they're the different options that you've got under My Content. Now, the next one is the three different options here about actually getting content into Microsoft Stream. So the first option is to upload a video. And you can simply drag a file into this area, or you can select some files. We've got one here on General Data Protection Regulation that's coming out. Click open there, and you see that you get the ability to name the video, put a description into it here, set the language to it. Now, depending on how you've recorded the video, if the video will try and do an audio detection and translation. Now, in this particular example with a vlog and so on, the video where the actual picture of me, this little bit down here in the bottom right hand corner, is too small for it to necessarily pick up my mouth movements and my voice, and can't necessarily translate it. But in some cases, and it's getting better, and across at the moment I think there's only one or two languages it's working with, you've actually got the ability when you can actually pick up the entire face of the person, you can actually start translating some of the audio as well. And that's quite an exciting feature, and I'm hoping that's going to get better. You can also then upload the subtitles to a video as well, and want to do that as well. It's something you can also add on as well. So here it's now, it's uploaded that particular video, and it's now, starting getting ready to process that. There you go, seeing it available in English and Spanish only at the moment for the closed captions on that one. Now here you've got the ability to start adding a thumbnail image for that particular video. You can set the permissions at the moment. You can see there it's set to just me as the owner. Now I can then add in channels, people, or groups into that one. So you can, maybe I just want to give a couple of individuals or an entire one, or I can add it to a channel and everyone within that channel can see it. You then got some further options here. So this is the part I was telling you about earlier, where there's two options. We've got this bit, the auto-generate a caption file. That's where it will try and auto-translate. Or you can upload a subtitle file. We've already done that part for it, and it'll insert those text bits in for you. And this one at the top here, you can turn on or off the comment section. So you have colleagues within the organisation actually commenting on the video, very much like you can do in YouTube. So that's the options there. So we close that one down. And then we go back to the details. Fantastic. Okay. So, and then at the very bottom now we've got the option to share that if we want to, and we've got a couple of things there, but I'm going to use a different option to share that in a second, but you can share it straight from there. As you can see now, while it's actually uploading this now, it's actually now given us some suggested thumbnails that we can do. So it's got one there. We'll leave it that one for the time being. And we can now publish that particular video. So, it will take a few seconds for that to appear, but if we now go into My Videos, you can now see that our General Data Protection Regulation video has now appeared. Now I'm going to click into this one here, and you can see there, now it's actually going to try and auto-play that one. So you can see here that as the video loads, it'll auto-play that one. I'm going to pause that for a second, and from here, within the video, this is the bit we were just talking about just a second ago, the ability to share it. Now there's three different options for sharing. We've got the, we can share direct link to the video, so there's a link here that will take it in. And now bearing in mind at this moment, this will be for internal people within your organisation that have an Office 365 account. You can also select this button here. So then maybe it's quite a long video and there's just a particular element that you want them to actually work. So you can actually set this start at. So it might be that the bit that's interested to the particular person you send it to doesn't start till after 10 minutes in an hour's video. You can actually get them to skip that first part and select the start at timing as well on that bit. You've also got the ability to email people, again within your organisation, or you've got the embed option. Now the embed option will then, like it does when you for example in YouTube, you've got the ability to change the video size, you've got the ability to set it to autoplay on or off. Now, depending on what type of environment you're going to be embedding this particular video into, I'd probably suggest keeping it off. I personally find that auto-playing videos can be slightly irritating for people that weren't necessarily ready to start the video and particularly starts making lots of loud noises depending where they are. Making it responsive, so if they may be accessing it on a mobile phone, I don't see any reason why that would ever be off, and I'd always recommend turning that one on, and it makes sure that if they are viewing it on a tablet or a mobile device, the video size will resize accordingly based on that device. And obviously again the starter option here, and it's this little bit of code here that you can copy and you can embed that into other areas of your Office applications. For example, whether it be onto a SharePoint page, for example, you can have that there, and the video will look exactly like it does just down here. This is what you actually get from that embed code. Now, it'll be very soon that ability will be able to make these videos public, and at that point you'll be able to then embed these into your website. If, for example, you've got a WordPress site or any HTML-based website, you'll be able to embed this code straight into there, and they'll be able to view that video. So they're the options on sharing that one. So I'm going to just come and close that for now. Now, the other options you've got here, obviously, again, you can add to the watch list. You can like it like you would in a Twitter or a Facebook post. You can now you can acknowledge the fact you've liked it, and you've got the more option here where you can add it to a group or a channel. You can edit that video, delete it, or actually download it to your device. If you necessarily know you might be watching it at a later date, but you won't have an internet connection, you can actually download that, provided you've got access. But if you've got, at this moment in time, if you're able to view the video, then you've absolutely got access to download it. So that's a really quick, brief overview of Microsoft Stream. And like I say, this is for internal use in your organization, where you can now make sense of all the video content you've got in your company. Video is absolutely hot right now, and something that every organization should be producing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. And now you've got a central repository for where you're going to be storing all of that content, where you can very easily start commenting, sharing it, and all the rest of it. Really, really nice and easy. So my suggestion would be to get to grips with it, have a little play with it. Very soon you have the ability to now share these things publicly as well. So it'll be like an alternative to having on YouTube, where obviously they're monetizing that through advertising and so on. You have a little bit more control about the content that you're displaying on other places like websites. If you then got your corporate videos, company videos, all actually stored in your Microsoft Stream location. So I hope that's been really useful. Any questions at all, by all means, reach out to us here at the BCS team, and we look forward to catching you up very soon in the next vlog.